Okay, guys. Now, for example number 3, it says biased questions. Questions that encourage particular responses are biased questions. And someone was asking just a minute ago, what do we mean by bias? Bias is sort of unfair in the sense that one side is weighted more than the other. You're not going to get a fair response, okay? When creating a survey, you should phrase questions to avoid bias if you really want people's opinion, okay? Now, example 3 says, tell whether the question is potentially biased. Explain your answer if the question is biased. Rewrite it so that it is not. Okay? So A says, don't you agree that planting more shade trees will make our beautiful downtown area even better? Do you think that's kind of biased? What do you think, Arjun?
I kind of think it does because it's saying like if you plant more trees, then it's gonna make the town better.
Right. Arjun's saying that he thinks it is biased because clearly the opinion of the question is we should do this because it's going to make the downtown better. Okay? So let's try and write it so that it's not as biased or not biased. I would probably say something like this, Miles. I'd say, do you think we should Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Let me get my pen here. Do you think we should build, I'm sorry, not build, plant more trees downtown? Okay? Now, we could have slanted this thing in a different direction. We could have said, do you think that the city council should take our hard-earned dollars that we would like to have spent on our children to plant some trees downtown in the event that they may make it shadier? Okay? Clearly that slants in the different direction. All right? This, the person's going to bring their own opinion to it. Okay? It's less biased. Do you think we should plant more trees downtown? There are going to be positive things to that and negative things to that. Okay? But we're not going to try and list them in the question to skew people's response. Okay? Now let's look at B. It says, are you willing to pay higher taxes so that the city can build a new stadium even though we already have a stadium? Does that thing sound biased to you, Curran?
I do think it sounds biased.
Okay. And
It's basically saying that we already have a stadium, so
right,
we don't have to pay higher taxes.
right. Try this one. This might be a better question. Should the city take the steps needed to build a new stadium? And the reason I said take the steps necessary is because as soon as you say taxes, people freak out and they're not going to want to do anything, right? So should the city take the steps needed to build a new stadium? Many people may be of the opinion that why should I give money to build a stadium so that a professional team can charge me to go into the stadium that I paid for to watch the team play? Okay, that may be one person's opinion. Another person may say, yeah, absolutely we should do that because this team brings in tons of money. Visitors come in, they spend money in hotels to stay and watch the team. They spend money in our restaurants. All of those people get hired because of these professional teams. Okay, that's another opinion. But you don't want any of those to show up in the question. You want to just ask an unbiased question and then have people respond. All right, great job, guys. I think you're ready for your homework.